gentlemen, I hope everybody's doing well and welcome to TFI Friday Scrimpy's vlog. What a week! To be honest, it hasn't been spad this week, I can't complain. Right, what have I been doing? Well, I have been very busy, as per normal. Trying to organise my new little venture that's coming, and it will be launched next week. It'll be ready next week. I've got to have it up and running before Alexia breaks up from school, because once she breaks up we're going away to a caravan that we're renting off a lovely lady that I know through crafting, funnily enough, so that we can take our little doggies on a little holiday. I can't wait. So we've got that, and then we've got our main holiday to go on and sort out. So I need this other enterprise up and running, because it will more or less run itself. So I'm quite excited. Really looking forward to school holidays. Alexia's away on Monday night, which I'm not happy about. It's her very first school residential. She's not going far away, to be honest. It's like a little residential place that a lot of schools go to, and it's not actually that far. It's at the other side of Huddersfield, going towards Sheffield. So it's within driving distance, probably not even an hour away, but I feel a bit anxious about it. I don't like the idea of her being away from him, but she's really, really excited, bless her. So there you go. In and between work and I've been doing quite a lot of crafting this week. There's going to be a lot of videos coming up. Getting into the flow of doing more. I just need to, what I need to do is, I've decided I don't need to release a video every day. There's no need, really. People get sick of seeing me. They'll be like, oh, she's there again. Oh, another one. So I'm going to make myself a bit more exclusive than that, I think. No, so yeah, what I need to do is find an even keel of releasing them. So like, I didn't put one up yesterday. This will be going up today, but probably not a crafting one, and then hopefully a couple of crafting ones at weekend if I've got time. But we've got a Scrimpy sale night tonight. Loads of new items, so they're all chomping at bit. So that's all organised over there, waiting to be photographed and uploaded for the ladies. One thing I have been really excited about this week is planning and planners. This all started with Michelle Mills. It's her fault, she started it. And I started following her, and she's really into planners and planning and whatever have you. And then I was further inspired by another talk that we had with a team leader for, not Scrimpy's, Stampin' Up. And I've struggled to find a planner that I want, that I like. You know, I've been and had a look in Staples, I've had a look in WH Smith's, and you can get all the pre-bought ones. And then you look at the price and I'm like, you what? That's a week's shopping money, I'm not paying that. So, but what you can do is, there are loads of free printables on Pinterest and whatever have you. So I have kind of made my own planner. Now, it's a bit of a monster, is my planner, because, you know, I've got 2 businesses plus my YouTube to plan. So I've just decided to make my own in an A4 folder, and I've used some printables. I'm not going to show you because it's private. And I'm also formulating another planner specifically to help me plan my YouTube, my videos and inspiration and things like that, and that's going to be in a separate one. And I've used my little charm, look, Jackie, that Jackie Douglas sent me. So that's that one. And the small planner, I've looked and looked and looked and looked and looked at like a 5 size, and I've actually come across one that I really like, and it's a Digi, and I have paid for it. It wasn't expensive at all, and obviously once you've got it, you can print it out as many times as you want. Because I came across following, now you jump and you follow people. Well, I was following Rachel Doohan and Beth Wallen, because I've been really kind of like toying with the idea of doing, you know, vintage junk journals, hugely inspired by Yvonne Crafty White Preston. Congratulations. for quite a while now, so I've been watching and watching and watching in background like you do when you're wanting to find something new out. And I came across a fantastic Etsy shop group stroke business called, and a lot of you will have heard of it, it's EVG, Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and it's run by Debbie Ann Parent. Now I know Debbie, I don't know her, like we're best friends, but you know, I've spoken to her through Facebook and through Scrimpy's, and I had no idea that she actually ran it. And I thought, well, go and have a nosy. And I absolutely fell in love with her designs and her digit images. And so I bought one of her downloads for a planner. So that's actually on my to-do list. I need to print out my planner so that I can use my to-do list. But on my mental to-do list, I need to print those pages out today on the printer upstairs. Mine's died. My printer died. It started blobbing ink. I'm really quite annoyed because I've just been out and bought 2 new ink cartridges, but there you go. So I'm going to be using my husband's now up in the office. I can just link it up via Wi-Fi, I think, on my MacBook, and just press print and it'll just print it. I'll just have to go upstairs and fetch it, won't I? Not to worry. I don't really have room in here for a printer, to be honest. Mine was quite bulky, so I'm glad it's gone. So yeah. So I had a look through my book stash, because from doing book folding I did have quite a stash of like old books, and I had this one which is really, really nice. It's a Reader's Digest. It's not leather or vintage or anything, but it's got this nice gold pattern. So I've gutted it ready, and I'm going to be making my first ever junk journal. So I'm collecting things together, and I think I'm going to download another of Debbie's Digis. I tell you what, you need to go over and have a look if you've not been there before. The prices are very, very, very reasonable, and her artwork, her digital work, is absolutely stunning, and it's right up my street because it's what I call shabby vintage. It's not a grungy, dark, nasty, ugly vintage. It's pretty, and there's, you know, butterflies, and you could add lace to it. And so it's what I call shabby vintage, and she does have a Facebook group to go with it, and she does do free downloads as well, which is really, really, really nice. You've just got to be respectful of the copyright, and not, you know, use them inappropriately, which is only fair. So yeah, that is going to be my next. I'm turning into one of them fad crafters. You know, fad crafters that find a different craft every week. And like go elf a leather for it, and then a week later they're on to something else. But so yeah, junk journal, that's going to be I'm mumbling. That's going to be my next project. I've got just looking at my desk here, because I've got my desks now in like an L shape, and it seems to work quite well for me at the moment because I like to have a lot of floor space, and I'm lucky in this room that I have got a lot of floor space. But if I'm cutting material or like wadding, or if I'm packing a lot of kits, I like to just get down on the floor and, you know, and sit and do it, because my tables are always full of craft stuff. But yeah, I've got a huge space, so, you know, we do a lot of the kits on the floor. And I've forgotten what I was saying now because I'm waffling. Oh yeah, my table's in an L shape and it's absolutely full at the moment. I'm back on track now. It's back, ping. It's full of Stampin' Up at the moment, because I was doing some things last night, you know, working out, just practicing with my stamping, seeing which stamps I like, thinking up ideas for videos, for demonstrations, because it does work, because, you know, I did a demonstration the other day and I used the Wink of Stella, and I've sold 7. Just since I did that video, I've sold 7, so it does work. So, you know, I want to show a nice range of things and what ladies can do with them. So I've got a project spread out there at the moment that I'm in the middle of. So when I've done this, I'm going to finish it and then probably film it. Although I do want to do another one. I was watching Anne Chambers make the candle boxes the other day. And I have stupidly, and I don't know what come over me, I must have been feeling generous, I've stupidly agreed to do a craft fair. Now, you know, like I've got spare time to make stuff for a craft fair. What the heck were I thinking? I only ever did one craft fair. And that was a long time before I started YouTube. I did a craft fair at quite a big church in our town. Not a little tiny village church, one of these great big churches, you know, the modern ones that they pay in multi-million pound churches. It were in one of them. And it was a nice day. It was a long day. I was very tired. And I made loads. I spent months and months and months making and sewing. I made bunting, I made tutus, I did all sorts of stuff. And probably took half of it home. I just about broke even. I just about covered my table fees and just about paid for whatever I'd actually put into the stuff that I made. So it was a very long day, months and months of hard work for very little, so I swore I'd never do another. But then my friend Fernie comes along, Amanda, I need you to, will you do it? I'm like, oh, really? But for £10 for a table, I thought, well, even if we just sit there with the Stampin' Up catalogue for a couple of hours and try and entice some ladies, you know, it's a bonus. So I've been and got a load of candles. To cut a long story short, I've been and bought a load of candles. Like our Annie was demonstrating the box for on her video, and I'm going to do some of those as like teacher gifts. So I'm going to have a few things to sell, but I'm not killing myself. Not for a craft fair. Not from my experience, and from the experience that I've had, you know, feedback that I get from other people. It's a lot of hard work, so for very little return, which is not for me, because you know, it's not the money that matters to me, it's the time. I can't afford to spend the time. So there you go. So that is next Saturday, so I need to get ready for that as well. So yeah, so tonight's Scrimpy night. I've got loads of yummies. They're going to be dead excited. We'll see how long it lasts. I've got it down to a fine art now, where I can do it in about an hour and just about sell everything. So they don't get bored, I don't get tired, and job done, boom. I don't have to do it, you know, all the time. And it's packed, shipped and gone by Tuesday, so it works really well. Be dragging my helper out of her bed to come and help me. I'll just have to warn her not to drink a lot at the weekend. Right, ladies, so I'll leave a link to Ephemera's Vintage Garden below so that you can go and have a look at the digits that I've been looking at. I don't know if I watched anybody else this week. I've been just dotting about, not really specifically watching. You know, you have it on in the background. Sometimes I'll put, I don't know, Kay's been very inspirational at the moment, Kazikins. I'll put Kay on, and then I'll watch that video, and then if you leave it on, it just plays on a loop, and you end up going from like Kay making a card, and if you keep watching, it'll somehow dilute down to like, I don't know, dolphins in the Atlantic. I don't know how it happens, but it does. It's actually quite fun. So I'm going to leave it there with you, ladies. Thanks for watching. If you're a Scrimpy's Lace Monster, don't forget tonight. Don't miss out. And keep your eyes open, ladies, because the new venture's coming. It's coming next week. Bye for now. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all soon.